Yo, back again with another My Team video, and we are gonna predict the all-time set. Yes, we are gonna predict it, and if I don't get about 85% or whatever percent, we'll decide in the comment section. Let me know like how much percent I should get right. I will quick sell and put up an Invincible Corey for 500 MT, or maybe a different one if it goes down in value, but I will put up an Invincible Corey on Xbox for 500 MT. So, and we'll set a time if I'm wrong. Right now we'll do 85%. Let me know in the comment section or more realistic if that maybe is too high, too low. Let me know what it should be. But 2K did give us some hints about like, oh yeah, like who it could be by dropping these coaches. But it did make some things a little bit complicated. But we are going to hop right into it. I don't want to keep y'all waiting too long. But we got a lot of cards to predict for these all-time teams, really. So kicking it off, we're going with the Sixers. And the Sixers coach has Dolph in it, but I looked through the coaches, like even looking at the spotlight, and you'll notice like season 7 has Dolph, it has Maurice Cheeks. Where's Maurice Cheeks? Maurice Cheeks, and it also has another Sixer there that I can't. Maurice, it was Maurice, Dolph, and somebody else. Doug Collins. I'm predicting Dolph, but it could be all freedom because I looked at all three of them and they all literally coach the Sixers. Like he was an assistant. Like it could technically be all three of them, but I'm gonna go with Dolph for Philly. Hopefully I'm right about that. Next up for the Bucks, I'm looking at my list because I did a whole dang list. Did I just lose the Bucks? Like, oh my god, did I forget to do the Bucks? Like, I guess I forgot to do the Bucks. I don't know what happened. But yeah, I don't know what just happened. But I'm gonna predict Terry Cummings for the Bucks. I don't know what happened really with my list, but I'm gonna predict him for the Bucks. It easily could be Brian Winters. Maybe he sometimes gets good cards. But I'm gonna predict Terry. Like they usually give him a good Galaxy Opal. I can see it. So I'm going with Terry for that. And for the Chicago Bulls, I'm predicting Horace Grant. He's a guy that typically always gets a dark matter. It would make a lot of sense for him to be the dark matter for the spotlights. I know people ain't going to like him, but oh well. 2K's going to do what they want. Cleveland Cavaliers, we're going to predict Larry Nance for the collection. Is he in the collection? Larry Nance. Yeah, Larry Nance. He always gets a good reward card in my team, and I'll be shocked if it's not him. Austin Carr already got a card, so yeah, I'm going with him. Boston Celtics, I doubt they give up Bill Russell. I'm going with JoJo White here. JoJo White always sometimes gets a good card. I was thinking John Havlicek at first, but he still got the domination reward. I don't know if they want to completely outdate that. They might just do that. Bill Sherman's a possibility, but we're going to lean with Havlicek. And 2K, you better not drop Larry Bird, or we fighting. We fighting if you drop Larry Bird. Okay, Hawks. I'm going with Cliff Haggins. He is the coach for the Bucks. It only makes sense. It only makes sense that they would. I don't see any other reason to make him the coach, and then like, where's Cliff Haggins? He had to not make him the player. It just wouldn't make sense. Miami Heat, I'm going with Tim Hardaway. You know, they like to give Tim. He hasn't had a card since his token card, and he likes to give him good cards. So Tim Hardaway for that spotlight makes a lot of sense, and I like it. Orlando Magics. Let's skip over a team. I skipped over the Knicks, I think. Yeah, we skipped over to the Knicks. Wait, is that Cliff Hack? I just got lost. Good freaking dang it. Let me figure it out. Okay, we're on the Hornets. I'm predicting Baron Davis. Actually, wait, no. Steven Jackson just came out today. Ignore that. That does not count against me. I made a mistake. I thought I thought he didn't come out today. I made a mistake on that. Miami Heat, we're going, or not Miami Heat, why did I say Miami Heat? The New York Knicks, we're going Willis Reed. He is the coach for him, so I don't see any other reason. There was another player that it could be, I think, in this collection. Is Willis Reed not in this? Yeah, Willis Reed's right there, so I'm going with Willis Reed. We're not keep y'all waiting. Orlando Magic, I'm going with Vucevic. You know, he sometimes get a good card. I was thinking Jameer Nelson, but I was checking old 2Ks. He typically doesn't get a card, even though he should, really. But Armstrong, Francis just got a card, so we're going with Vucevic for the Orlando Magics. And for the Nets, I'm going with Jason Kidd. He's the coach, and he actually coached 4 years with the Nets. Or it wasn't 4 years with he actually coached the Nets before, I think. So Jason Kidd for the Nets, I'm going with him. Like, he coached the Nets for 1 year, I think. So I'm going with him for Jason Kidd. Pacers, I'm going with Pacers. Mark Jackson, I think he's the coach for them. So yeah, like, he's the coach. I don't see how that could be wrong. At first, I was thinking someone else, but yeah, I don't see why they would do that. Detroit Pistons, my thing's a little bit out of order. Did I even write the Pistons down? I don't even see the Pistons. I think I was cut between on Isaiah Thomas, Dave Bing. I must have. Oh yeah, I predicted Bill Laimbeer. Bill Laimbeer. I don't know where I wrote it down at, but Bill Laimbeer for the Detroit Pistons. Hopefully that is right. For him, I'm going with him because they gave him a good reward card last year. That's what they typically do, so I hope it's Bill Laimbeer. Raptors. Let's see, Raptors. I forgot who I even predicted for the Raptors. I don't even remember who I predicted for the Raptors, really. I wrote Serge Ibaka. I'm going with Serge Ibaka. You know, he typically gets good reward cards, always. I don't see him giving DeRozan. DeRozan will be fire, but sadly, they're not giving us a free DeRozan. I wish. DeRozan would be really good, but we're going with Serge Ibaka here. You know, Emerald going to Dark Matter, so I'm going with DeRozan. Washington Wizards. We're predicting Dono. Okay, Dono, he has a Galaxy Opal, but he hasn't gotten the card in a little minute. So I could see him giving Dono a card. They could go Antoine Jameson, but he just got a card not that long ago. I just noticed that Jack Martin's in the collection. Hold on. Jack Martin's in the collection. That's interesting. He hasn't had a card since a long time ago. There's a part of me that think they're going to do Jack Martin. There is a part of me now that I noticed that. I just noticed that late into the process. I think I'm going to predict Jack Martin. I'm going to predict Jack Martin here. I can see it. Okay, he hasn't had a card in a minute. I remember they gave him a card back in the day. Like, they made Jack Martin really good. Do they do it again? I mean, they haven't had him in the 2K. I mean, they can use him again. Like, I low-key want to do it. I'm predicting Jack Martin. Screw it. I'm doing it. I'm predicting Jack Martin. We're changing it. Live change. We're predicting Jack Martin. They gave him a good card back in the day. I feel like they added him. They got to do Jack Martin. I feel like it is. But we're going to the West. We're starting off with the Clippers. I'm going with Bob McAdoo. He got a card before, and he always gets good reward cards in 2K. I just clearly see it. Makes a lot of sense. Brian Reeves for the Memphis Grizzlies. He always gets a card. I don't see Ja getting a card. Mike Bibby, I was thinking about a little bit, but nah, they're not gonna do Mike Bibby. I just don't see it. I don't see it really. Utah, I'm going with Adrian Dantley. They'd love to. There's a 0 chance to give Mark Eden for free. Just know that. Y'all would love Mark Eden. Would be so good, but that ain't happening. He'll be a RNG card in the future probably. So I don't see that happening. Sacramento Kings. I'm trying to look where I predicted the Kings at. I predicted Kevin Martin. This one was hard. I was thinking about Eddie Jones maybe. I was Johnson. I was thinking Jerry Lucas, Nate Archibald, Wayne Embry. This one was really hard. But I'm leaning with Kevin Martin. It's tough. This one, I think it's going to be Nate Archibald, but I'm going with Kevin Martin. Lakers, Elgin Baylor's the coach. I don't see. Actually, not Elgin Baylor. Jerry West. He's the coach. I predicted Jerry West before even looking and noticing he was the coach. So I don't see how it's not Jerry West. And Elgin Baylor never coached. He never coached the Lakers, so I don't see why he would be the Lakers over Jerry West. Doesn't make much sense. Jerry West was the actual coach. It's going to be Jerry West. Dallas Mavericks. I'm going with Michael Finley. He always gets good reward cards. I fought Rondo Blackman, but he hasn't gotten an update in years. I just noticed that Jason Kidd is in the Mavericks set. Like, Jason Kidd could easily... Dang, Jason Kidd's a coach. He can easily be on the Mavericks instead of the Nets. But, like, I can't see Jason Kidd getting a Mavericks card. I just can't. I can't see Jason Kidd getting a Dark Matter Mavericks card. So, we're going to stick to it. But he did coach the Mavericks. But I'm going to stick to it that he's the Nets. And Michael Finley is the Mavericks. I'm going to stick to that. Because I don't see how that makes sense. The Nuggets up next. We're going with Dan Insel. He's the coach. I mean, I don't think we need to look at that much farther. Pelicans. I'm predicting David West. I'm predicting David West here. I think David West, he hasn't gotten an upgrade all year. He typically gets at least a good upgrade. So I'm going with David West as the prize reward for that. So Houston Rockets, we're going Kenny Smith. You know, it's a little bit tough. It could be Vernon Maxwell easily, but Kenny Smith makes a lot of sense. And he's a lower tier card, won't be that good. So yeah, we're going with Kenny Smith. San Antonio Spurs, we're Spurs. I'm going Louis Dampier. They love giving him Dark Matters. They gave him a Dark Matter 2K21, I think. In 2K20, so I'm going with him. China Lid already got a card. Bruce Bowen got a card recently. Yeah, Louis Dampier makes the most logical sense. Paul Westphal already got it. OKC Thunder. We're going with... Where is the Thunder at? I must have skipped over the Thunder. So we're going to do this live. I don't see Jack Sigma getting a card. I'm going with Deadleaf for the Thunder. Because Deadleaf's actually, like, he always gets a reward card. I don't see 2K giving us a Jack Sigma. Even though he doesn't have over an Amethyst, I just do not see it. They don't give us Jack Sigma for free. Or, I don't see him giving us a 7-foot center personally. So, it could be Dennis Johnson maybe. But, I'm leaning right now. Fred Brown's possible. Because he always gets a Dark Matter too. I'm going with Deadleaf though. It's tough. Like, I'm going with Deadleaf. Timberwolves, the Wolves. I think I had to skip. Timberwolves wouldn't pop up on 2KDB, so we're going to do this live. I'll predict Christian Leitner. Okay, I don't think he got in a card since the Bracket Buster Act. He might be too good, because I forgot they updated him. So we're going Wally Serbiak. I don't think he got an upgrade since his Pink Diamond token card, so I'm predicting Wally Serbiak. Live update on him, and yeah, we're going work Wally Serbiak. Wally. Trail Blazers. We're going Terry Porter, ball-headed Terry, for the Trail Blazers, and yeah, I like that prediction. And up last, we got the Golden State Warriors. And I'm going to predict Baron Davis. This one was tough. I was back and forth on about Rick Barry, really. And I was going back and forth. Rick Barry with, who's his name? I can't even find. Chris Mullen. I was going back and forth. But I'm going with Baron Davis. Dark Matter, Golden State Warrior Edition. But now this leads to who the final reward's gonna be for the all-time set. And to be honest with you, I didn't even look at the thought about a final reward here. I'm gonna predict that the final reward is gonna be a 6'5", 6'3" player. I'm gonna have to think about it for a tiny second, so I'll be back. I did not think this through, honestly. I'm just being honest. I'm predicting Bill Russell for the reward. Screw it. I'm predicting him to be the reward. Okay, I'm doing that. Obviously, that won't count against us. That's who I think the overall reward will be for the all-time set. I think it's gonna be Bill Russell. Wait, I just know there's a conference. Like, do you get an East and West player? No, you just get a you get a reward. You know, you just get okay, yeah. I'm predicting the grand prize to be Bill Russell. But let me know in the comment section, do you think this right? Who do you think it's gonna be for the spotlights? Let me know in the comment section. Make sure to hit the like on this video. We're going on predicting these cards. It's gonna be tough, but hopefully we get to keep our Invincible Corey at the end of this month. But see y'all in the next My Team video.